My eyes are down.
Run basking sees 3 members of 4x3, but backs off smartly. You're gonna know this mid hit is coming here.
There's a little bit of
Basket
a lurk
keeps
up. And try.
Fine.
Can't find it. Not even a tick of damage. They can get this timing. Sock. Oh, that's gonna be. It's gonna be the jet down. That's a sheriff over to Sock. That meant certified shooter. So let's see what he can do with it. And he's already dead. Forceful fall 2.
Last player standing.
I think that's the round, unless something insane happens. And there it is. You know, overall, solid anti-eco for not for the scout regiment. They only
Really
lost
losing the
one
sheriff
gun.
there.
And even then, they probably picked it up. So, operator is already online, maybe? No. Okay, they thought about it. So we might be seeing them try to get an op online early. I think they'll probably do that next round then. Sock close to the ult, they'll probably look for the ult orb on B. They've been farming that one.
Coming out here for 4x3 IRL. Sock taking that early space.
That dart
Coming
didn't
up down as
scan.
well. Drone's gonna come in. Here's a mod of sight.
Cage trigger.
He's just gonna execute here. They know a lot of this site is clear.
Going up.
Get this. About to get the switch.
It's spotted out by the alarm bot, swung out, but is able to find Bob
Cage
SOT.
triggered.
Watch your eyes.
Flashes on the site,
Spike
finds his own
down
teammate.
B.
Vibes finding Zeta in blue.
That spike is
2v4
still a bit
situation.
away from sight. This gives Hino, or the Jet, a lot of time. Pretty sure that's Hino.
Spike planted. Still in sight.
Walking up 2v3 post plant.
Cutting their
Not the
vision.
easiest, but definitely winnable. Basking is already out.
Sock got this,
Finds
has
it,
this
trying.
map on.
One enemy remaining.
It's a 1v1 of the high elo players.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Does have the ult though.
And Sock will
finds the
clean up
dig.
the round. Really good round for
Flash.
TSR though. That's your
Preparing
bonus
for
and
a
you're
rude
getting
awakening.
all but one gun out? This is, and the op looks to be online, yeah. You know, 4x3 IRL kind of struggling to go into this first one. 2 players not finding any blood off these first few rounds. Hopefully doesn't like stall them out, but honestly this lead could snowball quickly.
I think it really will just take one solid round to build up the eco for 4x3 here to get back to this game. They just need one solid eco round where they don't lose many guns.
They are getting close to the Sobel.
Air Knife will spot out
Swinging
Ping, who
out
gets taken
and
out by
Ping is
Stock.
dead.
No charges left. Going up. Enemy mark.
Gotta get out of them. No, he cannot.
Last player
The Cypher has a
standing.
big placement. Yep. The op will probably look safe here, unless he's really overconfident. Oh my god.
Let's take
What
down
a
Stock,
shot.
though, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
very winnable. But time is ticking down. I don't know. He's going to run in with the op. I don't know if that's really
I don't
the
like
right
that.
decision there.
Yeah. Their econ's already kind of hurting. I feel like the op could have stabilized. And that op is in the hands of Entry right now. Let's see if
are
he
gonna be
throws it
put-
to someone else, but
To a half or a save round here for
Yeah.
4x3 when they would have had the op and jet knives, so they could have dropped the op to another player.
Vic has that operator now, so they could find it back in their hands if Vic goes on alert, but
So I definitely think that op is not going to get much value here, but
yeah.
is what it is.
That goes there.
Baskin Robin Or
Popping the
basket
net
worker
knives here.
does have knives, yeah.
Going to go for an early lurk. Might get a great timing onto Vic here if he can swing this corner fast enough. He will
No.
find Vic
He
out
knows.
in the open.
Give me that.
He gets it.
And takes down the trips and gets the op back.
No one's
All
looking
this-
back. What? No one on Forks IRL looked back towards that lurk up. Not the best protocol. But Entry is watching
Heaven
this flank now.
Very difficult for N1 Baskin. There are two players sitting in heaven. Flash misses though, with the right click will find Sock. Grab the Phantom. One finds Yuki forced through the smoke. And all is left to Arsova here.
Is the eco? Is this an, oh
Does
my
not
god.
Managed to find Zeta there.
That's a thrifty for,
Thrifty.
yeah, for this
I could not
TSR.
have made that easier.
I mean, really just a great timing from Baskin. They are able to pull an early lurk off mid, finding the free operator for Vic, who was just a little late after putting her trip down on B. I really think that round could have gone very differently if Vic just sped up a little bit in the pregame.
Yeah. I think just the placement of the op, not having it watching anything for most of that round.
I think they were
Doesn't
going to
make
try
sense.
and use it to cover heaven, but she just wasn't able to get there fast enough.
Yeah.
She was placing her trips down. Again, I just don't know if the op on the cipher.
And
Zeta
Zeta
misses,
misses
gets-
start.
Come on, let's go!
This looks to be a free site for Forks IRL if they just take the space, yeah. And they have. The Sova ult might stops the plant for a little bit. But it looks that plant will go down.
Spike
It does.
planted.
We got a 5v5 post plant situation.
They have the Sova hold here for stall. They look like they are just gonna go for the stall out.
They also have KO ult. Yep, there it is.
Careful
No abilities for the Scout Regiment. And 2 players in hell. See how they hold this cross.
Phoenix
It's
kid.
a solid one. They get a few
Last player
and they buy time.
standing.
That's the round, I think. Yeah. Really well played post lane, I would say, for X3 IRL.
I mean, they just
Constantly
knew,
getting trades.
they knew they had the advantage there with the Sova ult. They weren't aggressive with it. They didn't want to push in and take any unnecessary risks. They played it very safely, and it definitely worked out very well
Yeah.
for them. I do want to say though, been pretty impressed so far with the play of TSR. Have been
Yeah.
a team that a lot of people kind of been underestimating so
Let's
far,
get
but they're
this
definitely
done.
keeping their pace with 4x3 IRL, which are one of the better teams in the league. So
We might see a little fight here. If Baskin gets, yep, and he's dead. That's a high elo player already down. 10 seconds into the round. And you're already seeing rotates off of B, but the Killjoy's over there. We've got 2 players creeping up on B. They might find a free pick over there.
Robester team knows Vic is there. The A hit's gonna come out for free for 4x3 IRL. Sova is positioned in heaven though. The dart. Move here, Sock waiting patiently with his flash in hand, waiting for noise, and he's
Watch
going to
out!
find out this Sova with this flash here.
Last
Play by
player
Sock, getting
standing.
3 for the round, and
Careful
Infry finding
now.
blue.
Now they know where this last player is.
Watch
It's just a
your
matter of time. There he goes. Sock getting 4 on that round. And they're
Great
getting
play
ult
from
up
Sock.
again.
Really patiently holding that flash in hand, waiting for the noise, and executing beautifully to find 2 players of Scout Regiment. We will see though that they do have the Killjoy online for TSR, but on the other hand, 4x3RL has 4 of their ults ready to be popped.
Here.
Seeing a different look with the Killjoy over on A, and also saving up a gun, unlike the rest of their team who's buying. So we'll see if that ghost can get any value or how much -1 game
Joke's
takes.
over. You're dead.
Sock already going in with the ult. There's someone in switch and dead already. Ping.
360 onto ping
Holy.
there from Sock.
Like, about to go down.
Spike planted.
They
Sova.
They still have Sobol. They've had it for a few rounds. We'll see if they use it just to straight counter this Killjoy ult.
I must wait a moment.
If they
Here.
Killjoy ult.
I found my wire.
Vic might be able to find this pick onto the
They
Killjoy
found
and
my
just
wire.
deny it entirely. They know they're there.
One enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
Sock with a beautiful spray through the smoke on the one basking and able to clean up Zeddy for another 4K back-to-back from Sock. Sock is feeling himself right now. His shots are on point, his flashes are hitting, and he's 360ing onto players. Another beautiful round from Sock, showing why he's rated as one of the best players of all time in FLV. And truly, when he's playing well, it really does not feel like there's a lot you can do. TSR, though, going to try and save up this round and try to claw their way back into this match for Sheriffs. But it is
Bot
looking
coming back.
difficult as 4x3RL still have 3 of their ults ready to be popped at any given time.
Players already rotating off of A. Just mere few seconds in through the round. I don't know if I like that, but we'll see.
It is looking to be a pretty good read here as all of the players on 4x3 are already by B. Might
Yeah.
make that Really,
There's the
KJ
Killjoy
ult.
ult.
Kind of gonna give them a free rotate onto A here, but Bad
Ooh,
RT
Vic
will find Vic.
caught out. If they can control that space, that's a free gun for them.
A site will fall before X3RL. It's not getting trapped in a corner.
They do pick up the gun, but they replace their
Got
bulldog.
spike.
Oh, and they're
Vibes
giving
find this
Sock the
Killjoy.
plant for ult.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Popping the ult. Ooh. He started the spam,
Lucky sight.
but Entry will fall. Sock got 2 with that ult.
No charges left.
Last player
Vibes
standing.
goes down. It's a 1v2 for Sock. Can he do it?
Flash.
In the spot he's been in a lot. And he can't find ping.
I mean, overall, great play from TSR there. Even though Sock went big with that ult, they were able to just play a really solid retake,
Keep
playing
your
together
weapons.
well,
This
and just
hack is
taking
so
back that
unfair.
heaven space. Able to just win out the fights they needed. And really, looking at 4x3, it is kind of Sock and everyone else if you pull up the leaderboard. Sock dropping 17, but no one else on that team being positive. All the weight is kind of falling on Sock right now. Might need some help from his team, otherwise his game could turn around. N1 Basking is going to be popping the knives this turn as 4x3 prepare for another A hit. They do, again, they are saving these ults. They've had these 3 ults for a while. I'd like to see these get popped here.
That knife will stop the knives from being popped. They haven't been used yet though, so they haven't been burned. And there's the knives. They spotted the shoulder of blue.
Cover going out.
If Vic and Entry can find anything to capitalize on that util or information. Looks like it's gonna be a hit onto the B site. Entry already making his way through lane. Can't find anything. Sock
Jumping
already goes
around.
down though.
I know exactly where
Baskin
you
already
are.
back to help this.
Ooh,
retake
beautiful shot from
start.
Intry onto blue though.
Blocking sight.
Finding space so quickly with Baskin just running around. Vibes finds finds the Killjoy, and he's in a safe spot for his ult. Baskin could find him.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, Baskin falls.
Yuki Force getting the
Yuki
shorty
with the
pick
shorty
on
to clean it
setup.
up.
I will say, really don't like that play from Sock there. He went a little bit too deep. His team hadn't cleared stairs yet, but he was just kind of running it down, jumping up and down, not really paying attention. And that mistake really came back to bite him, but thankfully his team had his back there. Vibes and Intry both hitting nasty one-taps onto members of TSR to secure the round for them, but that could have gone dramatically worse for them if N1 Baskin had just hit his shots a little bit more on point. He had the knives in hand, but unfortunately just wasn't able to capitalize. Another B
Sock
hit
is
coming out.
2 away from another ult, so I think they're going to be looking to farm him orbs here. Yep, they are. That ult has been very big for their sight hits, or even just to stop the retake, so seeing him consistently getting these ult orbs, really big for Forexley. That's Sock's ult online.
Joke's over.
There
You're
they're
dead.
going. Baskin puts an end to it.
No more charges left. Cage triggered.
Sock already falls.
Lucky
This is
sight.
big for Scout Regiment. Big suppressor. Tap.
Nowhere to run.
They're finally using that Sova ult.
One enemy remaining.
Entry finding 4! What a play by Entry to clean up the round.
Last round in the half.
I mean, I feel like Sock's just been feeling himself a little too much lately. He hasn't really gotten a kill in the last few rounds, and he's just been falling early into the post plant. But luckily, Forex3's team has been stepping up since we've kind of talked bad about them.
They forget their place.
Trying to find Sock again. Sock falls early into the round again. He finally gets traded.
Cage triggered.
Blue gets traded again. And KO comes out. We'll put a
Spike
delay to the
planted.
retake, but TSR looking in a strong spot right now.
I am the hunter.
The Volt doesn't ping anyone.
Last player
Vibes
standing.
goes down. It's up to Yuki Force. And he coming big. He pulls out the flash. Didn't expect the other one to be up on him. That'll be the
Good
first
round.
half.
Good round for TSR there, able to, again, Sock just getting taken down early in the last 3 rounds really has hampered 4x3 IRL a
Switching
little bit, but their
sides.
team has been stepping up and hitting some nice shots
Remember,
in these
your
rounds.
weapon is only a
But
tool.
without Sock, it is
just
really a lot
shoot.
harder for them
You have
to
to
win these
think.
rounds. A great shot from, I believe it was Ping at the start of the round, taking out Sock. But as we get into this next half, I am looking forward to what TSR are going to do with this double duelist comp on the attack now.
Yes, this should do. Ah, this is a nice spot. That goes there.
Came looking like TSR gonna opt for a B hit
Now,
this time.
where to
Their
set up
pistol,
shop?
but they are
The
gonna send
spike's
Spike
over on
towards
A,
A.
yeah.
But it looks like they are gonna make a fake out of it.
Here,
Faking
Dart
round
is
one
gonna
on
come out
pistol.
early.
they found my wire. Cage triggered.
All right.
Some rotations
Shock.
already pulled through A.
Shock Dart's coming out to break the trip. They have the trip broken now, but the A lurk is gonna come out now, and they're taking a lot of this space. I don't know
Talks
that
over on A
TSR
though,
will
so
be ready, or 4x3 will be ready for this, but they do still have 2 players on A. Omen holding that choke.
Sock finds 2 in mid.
But King swings out, takes Sock.
And Try
Sock
got
is
hurt.
taken down by Zeta, and the A hit is coming out
And Try
fast.
is surrounded by a lot now.
Find
They
the right
find
time on
one.
Zeta, getting
Last
traded out by
player
Blue, and
standing.
N1
And the
finding
second.
Vic. 4v1 situation, Vibes left alone. Has a lot to do if he wants to get back into this round. Swings out, able to gets taken down
I
by
don't
Ping
die
though,
so
and a
easily.
beautiful round from TSR. Only losing 1 member there. Just a really, really patient play from TSR.
Yeah. And it looks like we will be having a tech pause, I believe. As said in chat by Sock. So, who knows what's happening on that side. But, really solid fake. It didn't rush it, it didn't overextend anything. And just perfectly had that mid crunch onto A.
Guess I'll take this opportunity to read chat. Clausator already making me regretting that decision, but yeah, there was nothing worth reading in here, just nothing. But we will get started back into this match. Strong B hit kind of come out from TSR here. They have their guns in hand, and Zeta on the Phantom already. Able to dodge the early dart. N1 lurking up mid. Gonna find Vic's cam here. But Sock has an opportunity to find out Ping, but Ping with a beautiful shot taking down Sock. N1 already up mid. Seems to be quite aware of Vic's positioning here. Vic gets taken down by N1 basking in this mid space. Has already fallen to TSR. Sova left stranded. Back sight here. But N1 basking already lurking. Finds a beautiful position.
One enemy
Takes out
remaining.
Yuki, but gets traded on by Zeta. Or by taken down by Intry, but Zeta on the other side of the map finds Vibes. All is left to Intry. Takes down Zeta, but traded out by Blue. Great round from TSR there. Just a beautiful, beautiful mid lurk there. Strong positioning.
They do pick up that Phantom too, so not a big econ loss for them, despite losing 2 players. It'll be very interesting to see if they can, how much damage they're able to do, since the last time they were in this position, they got all but 1 gun.
X3
Let's
on
go.
the full
Here.
buy here. Should be in a good position to win this round against only 1 or 2 rifles. Early dart spots nothing B. There are still 3 players near it. Really slow play from TSR. Trying to find an out of position defender here. They will hear the drone B. That will clear out main, but not much more than that.
Shock dart. Shock dart.
He's able to break the shock or the trip with the shock dart. But the A hit's coming in real soon, and 4x3 does not seem to be, or yeah, 4x3 does not seem to be prepared for this. But the knife actually does not spot out any. This could be a great opportunity for TSR, but the Omen rotate has already rotated onto A. N1 Baskin walking out with the Marshall. Yuki Force ready for it though. Gonna come down to who has the right timing here. Sees the rifle, pops out with the shorty, finds Yuki Force, and picks up the rifle. Sock left
30
alone on
seconds
site,
left.
but 2 flashes and a phantom
Watch
to his
your
name.
eyes.
A lot done, but the ping comes up behind
Spike
finds
down
Sock, but
A.
not before Sock gets the pick on the Bob SRT. And try taking down ping, but gets traded out by N1 Basking. And 2v2 situation here. But TSR have taken site. Drone is gonna
10
come
seconds
out,
left.
but Blue could have a good timing here.
Last player
But
standing.
gets taken down by Vic after swinging down. All is left to N1
Last
Basking.
player standing.
Takes down Vic, 1v1 situation, pops the knives, ready for a right hook here, and finds it onto Vibes for a 4K. Beautiful round from TSR.
Again, we're seeing Sock fall so many times early into rounds. I don't know if letting him just not fight with someone with him is the correct play, because they're struggling to take out Baskin once he's done. I mean, Baskin proved big again in that round.
Could be that they just want to have Sock baiting their teammates, which
That goes
is a
there.
pretty common occurrence in FLV for
goes-
the high elo players. Dart comes out, clearing a lot of mid space for TSR, but the counter dart will spot many of these players towards B, or at least one. They should know the B hit is coming, and they've already made their rotates. Sock going for a flank B. N1 Basking walking up mid. The blind comes in for Vic, and N1 takes her down. Silva left alone back site. Yuki Force though finding Blue mid. Vibes taken down by Zeta. Well, side has fallen to TSR. Plant's going to come down here. But Sock just waiting out this turret, and they will smoke him
Spike
off. Oh, but the
planted.
turret still spots out. Very unfortunate. The smoke barely missed, so Sock will be known here. And N1 is just ready for Sock to swing out. Finds. Oh!
No charges left.
Might get taken down here by Sock, and the Phantom drops. Yuki Force finding Zeta, but not before Zeta can take down Intry. 2v2 retake here.
Last player
But
standing.
Yuki Force finds Ping backside, and all is left in Bob SRT alone. No util to his name other than 2 mollies that he has to pop early. Sock coming in with the ult, but Bob SRT is able to take him down.
One
No
enemy
Soak
remaining.
was there. Finds that pick. 8 bullets in his gun, but time is ticking down. And gets the timing on the Sock for a beautiful
Calculated.
3K clutch for Bob SRT. And that is really not what you want to happen for 4x3 IRL. A little bit discoordinated, a little bit of discoordination. Let them take that fall.
Yeah, they're just not being in tune. When you've got a KO, especially Yuki Forces, who loves playing supportive for his teammates, I think you just gotta give yourself a second to breathe and just play together, but they aren't. I think they're a bit shaken with how rounds have been going lately.
I mean, coming into this is not a game you expect to lose for 4x3. Sock swinging out early, but the blind will push him off this angle. They are going to know this is an A hit though, and rotates are already coming through. Smoke comes out to stall. These players are just waiting patiently for the smoke to go away. Cutting on noise to create doubt, and Silva has to rotate back to B with this cut noise. Really patient here from TSR, not making any noise, not giving away any free information. But Yuki Force is going to jump spot out. I believe he saw one of these players, wasn't quite sure. Back towards A, where only Sock and Intry are, but they're holding a nice cross. This could go very poorly, but the blind comes out. Sock swings out, finds Marie, and Intry
Spike
takes down
down
Baskin.
A.
Beautiful cross angle, and beautiful swing out from Sock, but Ping takes down Sock. 4v1 has ult if he wants to top it. The blind will come out, and Yuki Force will find Ping. That was just a nasty, nasty play from Sock. Getting a beautiful timing, and the blind from Reyna barely missing.
Yeah, I mean, that round they were way more in sync. Vibes actually found a big
Need a
walk
drop.
up through B lobby, so they knew that the only place they really could be was A. And then with the jump spotting from Yuki, they just kind of had them in a box and played it together.
Again, I really like how they put Intry with Sock this time to give him
Scanning
more to
ahead.
play off of. Early mid aggression here. Not being too aggressive though, even though mid is roughly free, they could definitely walk up here. Sova is going to walk out. Big control has fallen to TSR, but Yuki Force knows what's up. One basking, swinging out, barely missing Yuki. They spot each other, but KO is going to back up here. Pops the flash, but it finds in one basking and blue. Beautiful play from him, reclaiming mid space by himself. Topping the ult, forcing these players to back off. Vibes finding Zeta from Switch, but Bob SRT takes down Yuki Force. In try, Yuki swing out into P.
Last player standing.
Sock swinging out mid, finding P. All is up to Dab SRT, and a blind from Sock secures the round for 4x3 IRL.
Don't be shy. Human brains are hard to
More
replace.
in unison play here. It's after losing 5 rounds in a row from the last round and a half to the first few this half, they've looked like a different team again. I mean, from how they looked at, like, they're just finally playing in sync and using their utility. Like, Yuki Force has 14 assists now. It's not something people are gonna like notice easily, but props to the guy.
Just a great flash from there.
Suppressing.
Great swing out. Multiple players
One
there.
suppressed.
High impact play. Another default gonna come out from TSR. This team is very patient, but N1 swings out, finds Vic a little out of position there, and takes him down swiftly.
You should run.
The hunt begins.
AJ ult comes out on B. They're gonna know this hit is coming, but Vibes with a beautiful positioning, but unfortunately barely misses N1 basking on his first shots, causing him to get traded out by Bob
Spike
SRT.
down,
But
B.
Yuki Force finds the refoul.
Last
Zeta
player
finding stock
standing.
across the map. Blue taking down in try.
Cover
Leaving
going
Yuki in a
down.
1v3. Doesn't have a lot of space to play with here either. Plant's gonna come down. Finds Zeta, but unable to get that in the ult across the map just to fuck with him.
Team
And
8.
Pink swings out, finding Yuki Force. Unfortunate round for 4x3.
I thought they were about to overcook that a little bit because they had B site and Yuki felt like he was surrounded by everything, but they ended up cleaning it up with Ping hitting the shots. So I guess not much to complain if you're winning rounds, huh?
Really unfortunate Vic just being slightly out of position, instantly getting taken down by N1. That is the power of having a high elo player on your team, that they can make a little into a lot. Another default coming out from TSR. This team does not like to commit to sites very early. Vic getting spotted out, but is able to use the cage to get herself to safety. That being said, this is not really where you want to be from Vic. Do believe that they heard this jump. Yuki Force heard Ping jump up here, so they should know she's there. Omen with a nice angle, spots out Blue, but unable to react fast enough. But the blind is gonna come out from Stalk, and hits down Ping. They try finding
One
back
enemy
and Blue,
remaining.
Zeta getting the trade, but Stalk getting the refrag, leaving Bob SRT. Another 1v4 situation for TSR, or actually on the other side this time for Bob SRT. Looks like he wants to save this rifle here. Should be able to do it. Only 45 seconds left in this round. Doesn't look like
30
4x3
seconds
really
left.
want to hunt for this rifle. But given Bob SRT's econ, it might be worth it to do so.
Sova's 1 for Molt too, so he should definitely be looking for one for this final frag.
You're just gonna play it safe and let the match timer stall out.
10 seconds left.
Secure the round, making it a 10-10 game here. As we near closer, we really have a game where either side could take this.
Revealing.
And Try really held that mid space well, but again, I feel like Vic just constantly risking their life to get just one trip down. I don't really like how they're putting their Cypher in harm's way a lot. But I mean, if you're winning rounds, again, you're winning rounds. So we'll see if they'll make that adaptation themselves.
We do see Sock have the ult here. It looks like they want to go for an early A play, which they will.
Revealing
Running against KJ here, but Vic finds in one Bastion who got a little too aggressive, but Blue is able to find the trade here. A lot of mid space available if TSR wants to take this. Intry in a great positioning, but will get spot out by this drone here. TPs to safety. They are going to know 2 players of 4x3 are here. They should have been able to hear both. Zeta swings out, finds Yuki Force with a nice headshot. And Sock and Ping going at it, but Sock, oh! Even though the blind landed on the Sock, Ping finds the headshot onto Sock. That is a terrible, terrible misfortune.
One
Blind
enemy
is
remaining.
Cosmetic coming out, and Zeta finding vibes.
Let go.
Intry though will be able to find the pick onto Ping. 1v3 situation, but the knife actually will barely not spot him out.
Spike planted.
Might be able to surprise them with a flank here, but still a 1v3 situation can be very difficult for him to win. With the turret coming down. Gonna have to run into this turret here. These players now know where he is. He is able to find the smoke, but KJ still good position here. Runs into
One
2,
enemy
takes down
remaining.
both though. All of a sudden, 1v1 situation has the smoke. Oh, but the Sova ult will give them just enough time to stall out this match. Unfortunate, but a great play by Intry nonetheless.
Yeah. Vic getting found in mid again. They were able to trade or get Baskin, who is their high elo player, but the kills are spread out across the board for TSR comparatively to how 4x3 has been. So I still don't like just letting your Cypher die. You're losing so much utility with those trips and the site hold too. It makes it a lot easier to take that B site when you are down a Senti.
We will see a aggressive B hit probably come out from TSR against only one player. The trip gets taken down, and
Scanning
this
ahead.
should be a fast
Found
take
them.
from TSR. Sova ult will buy them a bit of time, but the site has already been cleared. But the Omen ult will come out. Baskin, oh, and aware, but gets taken down anyway. Ping is able to find the trade. Zeta with a nice positioning, but gets taken down by Vic with Vibes getting the shock dart kill on the Blue. All of a sudden, Vic finding 3. And then TSR just crumbling in that round.
Yeah, and try finding Baskin back site. Really big for that round. It made that site take feel way more collapsed than it should have been. And then Vic finding 3 there too. Really just amazing individual effort from those two.
We will see TSR switch up and opt towards A this time, but they are going to run into an aggressive play, seemingly coming out from Sock and Yuki here. Sock already running up with the blind, and takes this A space very aggressively. It's going to be hard to repeat this, but Baskin already finds one mid. They pivoted so fast, but gets caught out by this trip, and his team is nowhere near him to help. And he's taken out by Vic. Blue is able to find the trade, but Sock with the refrag. Zeta getting the re-refrag, and Zeta also finding Sock. All of a sudden, 1v3 situation for Yuki. Not where you want to be. Yuki is
Spike
probably
planted.
caught out by Zeta here, totally unaware of the positioning. And a thrifty for TSR.
Revealing area.
And that brings them to match point. I mean,
Match
to lose a
point.
thrifty to give your opponent 12, definitely gonna hurt the mental a bit. And 4x3, no ults even close. So we'll see if TSR can close it out here. They've got money, they've got guns.
Do have both teams on a full buy here, so we definitely could see an OT, but no ults online for 4x3. Only the Omen ult for TSR though. N1 knows Vic is here and wants to capitalize, but Zeta just sprays him through the wall. Check his PC, ladies and gentlemen. Vibes in a very bad spot. Zeta swinging out. Finding Vibes. Yuki's here though. Sock swings out, gets the flash onto Bob SRT, takes down Baskin as Intry finds Zeta. All of a sudden, a way more competitive
Last
round.
player
Pink
standing.
getting taken down by Intry. Blue able to find Sock though, 1v2 to win the game here, but gets taken down by Intry.
Sock and Entry. I thought this game was over
Switching
when
sides. Overtime.
Vic and when Vic and Vibes went down. I thought they lost way too much space and Vic getting caught out mid again. But luckily, you've got Sock on your team and you got Entry, who's shooting really well today too. So I guess no rounds really ever over with those two.
Keep in mind, if we get to 15-15, this game will end in a draw, so something will have to change soon, or we might just end up with a draw on our hands. After going round, back and forth between these two teams here. Early B hit coming out from 4x3. They will run into the full KJ setup and two other players here. Sock flashing out. Already on site here, but Pink able to take down Vibe, swings out, finds Yuki Force,
Spike
gets
down,
traded out by
B.
Vic. Sock finding Blue in boathouse, or not boathouse, backside. I guess that is boathouse. 3v3 retake. Very patiently, drone coming out, clearing a lot of this space here, and on my mark. We will see this players start to press. Zeta swinging out, finding Vic backside, but Sock in the corner finds Zeta.
Last player
See
standing.
Sock find Bethars.
One enemy remaining.
Baskin finds the trade, knows where he is, and a beautiful play, but barely enough time.
Is nothing.
I don't
to
think
defuse.
there's
No, there is. Wait.
Is there? I don't think there is. I think Sock. Yep.
0.43. Oh, I think if he reacted a little bit sooner to
Switching
killing
sides.
Sock, that round
Match
might have been
point.
won, but
Everyone's motor functions
4x3
okay?
able to stall just
I know
long
humans get
enough
tired.
with the Phoenix ult to secure the round there. And we are going to see
Oh.
another tech pause at 10 here.
Looks like it's something to do with their Cypher, with Vic. Cypher.
Yeah, I mean, that round was so back and forth. We saw the early site take. We saw clearing site seemingly by himself. But then the retake and N1 going big, just barely not enough time. And that is such a heartbreaking round if you are TSR. But they have one more chance to take this into double OT here. And I think just outstanding performance from Zeta in this round. As I believe Diamond, let me check that. Oh, Zeta's a sub.
He's a sub, yeah. No, Zeta's
Yeah.
subbing in. But Zeta's a silver?
Elver.
That is a silver player going like band for band with Entry, who's a diamond right now. Like,
And N1 basking.
Wow.
Who's immortal.
yeah.
Overall, amazing value from Zeta here as a
Yeah.
silver sub. That's the silver sub you want. Alright, it looks like we are going to be getting back into this game here.
Alright.
Looking like an A split here coming out for TSR. We'll run into Sock once again though. Able to wait out this knife here. Walking up Cat here, spamming the spot Vic's played so many times, and the trip gets taken down by the Sova Dart. They have nothing to watch mid anymore except themselves. The blind comes out, finds two. Zeta collapsing onto Intry and finding a keyboard through the smoke. Basket is taken down by Sock, but Zeta's there. Ball will come out to keep him alive though. swings out, finds Zeta. Ping will find Vic. 2v3.
Flash!
Sock flashing out, takes down Blue.
Come on, let's go!
Spike
And has
planted.
ult online here, swings out into Bob SRT, but gets taken down by Ping from, Bob SRT in a great position with this Odin here. I don't think they know he's here, but will fall back into both. Both players
enemy
dropping
remaining.
down now. Ping
Last
finding
player
Vibe,
standing.
but Sock taking out Bob SRT. Sock at 17 HP. The right click and Ping with the right click of his own finds Sock. And just like that, we are headed to double OT. Great round from Ping.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Talk almost got an ace
Their
to
lives are
close
so
it out, but
meaningless. Might
Ping
as well give them to
had a
me.
better classic today, I guess.
Turret out.
I mean, what better game could you want to see, honestly, from these two teams? Zeta now at the top of the leaderboard. We were talking about him, but Sock has 36 kills throughout these 26 rounds of Valorant.
Very well
Golly.
may see a 40 bomb come out from Sock here. Showing why he's won MVP in the past and why he's been a multi-time champion. When Basking swings out, finds Yuki Force and gets out. Clean pick from him. Good start for TSR. Vic's damaged a little bit by N1 Basking, who is barely able to retreat.
Eyes down.
Finds Vic. Sock takes down Zeta. Swings out, finds another on the in-try, and N1 Basking pops the knives, takes Sock down to 1 HP territory. Beautiful, beautiful shots from N1 Basking, showing that Sock is not the only immortal in this lobby. 2v4 now for 4x3. Not a lot of room to play with. Hoping that TSR get a little too aggressive, but they've shown to be a very, very patient team so far. Just idly waiting for 4x3 to push in.
If Sock gets a kill here, he will have his run it back online for
Both
another
blinds
OT
still to
round.
his name as well. Both blinds to his name as well.
30 seconds left.
Round's not quite over, but only 25 seconds. They can't sit here forever. They have to push in. And then Dart will come out, but that's not going to spot anyone. They should know where N1 Basking is. He's been there all game.
10 seconds left.
Sock swings
Last
out.
player
Sees
standing.
Ping, but N1 Basking gets the ace. What Sock couldn't do last round, N1 was able to do this round and secure the round
Switching
for
sides.
TSR.
Match point.
N1 doing exactly what you want from your top player. He did what Sock couldn't last round and finished the ace, and just amazing play, amazing individual effort by him. Really showing why he's an immortal, right? I mean, you haven't seen necessarily that difference in terms of kills, but N1's amazing at this game. I mean,
It's obvious that he has the good aim to be the immortal, but also just that positioning, that wisdom to just retreat back and wait for his team's support to come in. Didn't want to be too aggressive, just took these smokes and got out and waited for help. Beautiful play from him. Sova drone will spot out N1 mid. They know that there's many of these players going mid. Have the trip though.
There.
Sock though clears all this A space out. They should know that this is a pretty firm mid hit here. This trip will likely spot out this one player here. Sock finds the dink on to Zeta, but unable to secure the pick. I guess that was Yuki, not even Sock. Vibes finding N1 Basking though mid. That's not what you want to happen. A great timing from him. Able to swing out right as they turn their backs on him. And Pingbut taking down Sock. A is free if they rotate. But looks like they're going to commit to B anyways. Blue swinging it on the site, but taken down by Vic. Zeta finding Yuki Force.
30
Vibes
seconds
finding
left.
Robbers for T and Vic.
One
Another
enemy remaining.
great shot onto Zeta. 1v3 now for Ping. Does not have spike and doesn't have much time either. Only 20 seconds left. Unfortunately takes out the flash at the wrong time. We're nearing a draw, but these teams have one last shot
Switching
to win this
sides.
game.
Overtime.
both high elo players fell relatively early into the rounds, what it feels like. So it just became like a 4v4 effort on seeing which of the lower elo players could do more. And 4x3 were able to keep their keep a loss away from them for another round, man.
Placing sentry.
And
Just
GP
great
Forces
shots.
noticed Zeta.
Dart will spot out many of these players here. Oh, one swings out with the timing on stock. And that is not a good start for 4x3. None of their players were there for stock. Just letting him fall on his own. On the other side of the map though, Ping taking down Intry and finding Vic. This round seemingly already over. 4x3 in not a good position. But Yuki Force will find Zeta. One basket
One
though.
enemy
Great
remaining.
spot to find Yuki Force. Getting
Spike
traded up by
down
Vibe,
A.
but 1v3 situation now.
I have the spike.
Spike planted.
Retake is not going to take long to get started here. Vibe spots out Bob, but not
Take
able
flight.
to get the pick there. Stone comes through, finds Ping. One pick off an ult. One kill here could change the round, but Ping secures the round by taking down Vibes. And TSR officially are in a spot where they cannot lose. Worst they can do is draw.
I mean, N1 just
Switching
diffed Sock
sides.
at the beginning of the
Match
beginning of the
point.
round.
As much as this
And he
It
does
wasn't
it.
even a diff. His
It's
teammates were
mine.
just too distracted
will
by the
kill
dart
to
to be
defend
there for
it.
Sock when he was trying to grab Orb. Just
Yeah.
a great timing from N1.
Sock is a player that I've played with, and I know he's kind of frustrated at that. So I think he could pull out the stops for this next round.
Aggressively pushing out A, blind coming out, flash coming out. The great positioning, and Sock falls once again as the first blood for TSR. Not a great start if you're trying to find a draw here. Drone's gonna come out near a sight. Intry getting taken down to low HP by N1. And they're out on the site. Being spotted out by N1, but not falling. Shots being exchanged, but no one dying yet. Intry finding out Ping. Gerard comes out though to spot out these players. Ping swings out onto blue, finds the pick.
Cage trigger.
And retake in sight, but they still have to do with a lot of spam and the wrap coming in from N1. But Vic is aware, finds the trade onto Vic after N1 takes down Intry. Bob's for taking out Vibes though.
Last player standing.
Oh, but Vic finding Bob SMT, all is left to Zeta, and we will have a draw, ladies and gentlemen. An anticlimactic ending to a game that's been very tight, both sides.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end we have for you
Switching
today.
sides. Overtime.
These players
Black
really.
and white,
FLV,
give
this
us
is good.
Oh,
Hope you all doing well. I'm going to bed.
No one asked, but Garden provided anyway his commentary on this draw. These teams might choose to just play it out for fun, but
we will see.
yeah, they're right. That would mess up the stats, but nope, they're going to do it anyway. They don't care about Trombone Manoa's stats page. We at least will have an ending to this game. But in the stats, it will be shown as a draw.
Eyes down.
One basking, taking down Vic. Zeta with the spray, but gets taken down by Stock. 44 situation here. Stock getting the plant to get closer to his ult. One basking swings out in heaven, but gets instantly taken down by Vibes. 3v4 retake now. Ooh, Vibes finding a pick up to being Bob
One
SRT
enemy
the
remaining.
trade. Intry in the corner though finds Bob SRT. Blue finding Sock 2v1
Last
and
player
Intry's
standing.
low. And 10 HP for Intry versus 25 HP for Blue. All comes down to this, and Blue finds the pick onto Intry. That was an insane round.
I mean, they found opening picks, just
Clutch.
could not keep TSR back. I mean, I just don't know what to say about
Switching
a
sides.
lot of these rounds.
Match point.
Like, Sock is able to find Zeta through a smoke, or just utter chaos that happens after that. But, I mean, I think that kind of describes how this game's been. It's just a lot of individual efforts all around the board, man.
Vic is apparently lagging out still, unfortunate. We're going to see an A hit, but 5-man run it down mid for the side of 4x3.
down
Stop
mid.
finding Blue and in one basket.
One enemy
Got Bob
remaining.
SRT and Zeta. All is left to a 1v5 per ping here. And we're going around.
Cypher.
Again.
Can't use that.
Now we are going to round 33 in this game. Again,
Sock got his 40.
for all intents
Switching
and
sides.
purposes, this game will be a
Overtime.
draw, but these teams do want to play it out for the, I guess, the merit or the
For the people.
say.
These rounds have been really fun to watch, I would say. So I think more of these two teams going at it is better for the people. Yuki forces 1 off 20 assists.
Intry taking down basket already, and Zeta Intry just going nasty in these overtime rounds, but Bob SRT finds 3
One enemy remaining.
and 4
Last
Bob
player standing.
SRT up for an
Spike
ace and
down,
will have
mid.
to ace in order to win this round, but he has Spike in his hands and the ult to bat.
Initiated.
Pops the ult, giving Vic 13 seconds to find this round, but will manage to end the ace and find the pick onto Bob SRT. A little bit
Switching
unfortunate.
sides.
Bob SRT,
Match
the low elo
point.
player, could have had the ace
Everyone
there,
makes
but
fun of German
just
efficiency.
losing that last fight to Vic.
Just keep laughing as you use
I don't
all
know
my
if
gear.
Blue forgot if Vic was not there, Cypher, because Blue just kind of peeked out from B stairs and just kind of didn't shoot Vic for a solid while. Like, they saw them and they just chose not to shoot him. So
Maybe they were trying to
I
be
don't know what
friendly.
happened there,
No.
but they didn't like look at them like directly.
Scanning
I
ahead.
don't know. Maybe it's the fatigue.
Zoc walking out B site. Has this B main space. Going to swing out, but Ping is ready for it. Takes down Zoc. Bob SRT finding Intry. This is not looking good if you were wanting to go to bed anytime soon for these players, because In1 finds Yuki Force. Jumps around the
enemy
corner,
remaining.
takes down Vic,
Flawless.
and Ping finds Vibe. A flawless round to take us into round 35 here. This game may just never
Switching
end.
sides.
I
Overtime.
don't. With how these players are going, just we might see N1 start to look to get a 40 bomb, man. Golly, man. It's just
Keep in
smoke
mind,
kills, peeking out. Golly, man.
keep in mind, this has been back and forth rounds for the past 16 rounds
up.
now, as neither team has won 2 rounds in a row since it was 9-9. Bob SRT in the corner finds Stock. It's taken down by Vic though. 4v4 situation, but 3 members of TSR on B site here. Vic getting taken down to low HP by the shock darts, and Blue finding 2 getting
Spike
traded out
down.
by
Heading
Intry. Pink flashes out.
One
Sees
enemy
Intry,
remaining.
takes him down in a 1v3 situation now. 4 Vibes taken down by Zeta for an early lead.
Switching
Very
sides.
early lead
Match point.
from TSR.
Bob SRT was able to kill Sock again by Sock just not clearing the corner, I guess, good enough. I don't know. He tried to clear it that time and just got headshot, but let's see if we go again, or if TSR can finally close this one out.
But 4x3 have stacked the wrong site. B site is open for the grabs, and that's where they're naring. But another early aggressive mid hit. In1 basket. Runs backwards up into mid. And try walking out mid though. This mid space has fallen to 4x3. Doc though on 8 HP from a fight with Ping. Heals up, but in one, finding the tri-hit.
Headshot.
Unable to dash out, but finds Vic
Blocking
nonetheless.
sight.
That's 2 picks now.
Blocking sight.
Make it a 5v3, but runs knife out and survives, but finds the pick anyway. This guy is unkillable apparently.
One enemy remaining.
Finds Yuki Force going for a second ace here, but Sock is not going to go down easy here. 1v5 situation though to stop TSR from
Spike
winning the game
planted.
here. Gonna type in chat first, knife fight. Asking for a knife fight, but they don't know. Yuki Force, or no, In1 actually has 5 knives to use here.
I mean, N1 really wanted this game to finally be over, I think. And then just went nuclear and got the ace.
It's
Attackers
ace.
win.
A very comedic ending, and In1 barely able to secure the 40 bomb after 36 rounds of Valorant. Does it count at that point? Who knows? But again, this game will go in as a draw, but in the end, TSR able to get the bragging rights on their side.
Yeah, I mean, what a game from these players, especially Sock and N1 having stellar performances. Zeta was throughout not like most of this game was shooting with literally everyone. I mean, that's a silver sub, man. What more could you ask for from a guy like that, man? Holy.
True, Zeta going huge that game. But really, congrats to both teams, earning 12 points in that game. Truly, at the end of the day, 12 and 15 aren't that different. So kind of a win for both teams if you think about it.
Yeah. And
But on
I
that
think
note,
oh, sorry. You go.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just think this helps Scout Regiment with their confidence and just the public perception. They've been counted out a lot this season, I think.
But again, a lot of that might have to be attributed to their silver player that isn't their silver player
Yeah.
winning or going 30 kills. So we will have to see what they're able to do with their own silver. But that being said, this will be all for us today. An hour and 13 minutes later for this stream. That was TSR versus 4x3 IRL. I have been LK.
And I've been Limit 80.
And shout out to Five or Nick Jr. once again on the observing
Wait, so
and
I'm
the
confused. Do
production.
I post draw on the chat or
Alright.
what? On
We will
the
see you
mic
guys next
recording.
time.
Have a great night, y'all.
Okay. Yeah.